Hello and welcome to the Rochester Press Box presented by the Genesee Brew House. It's good to be back, and it's good to be welcoming in JC DeLass. You haven't seen you in a while. Black on black is very strong.
That's what I'm all about. It's very slimming. Very slimming. That's what I'm about.
Paul Gotham here with us, PickandSplinters.com. And, of course, Pat Duffy co-hosting. And what are you wearing today?
Harlem Globetrotters jersey, right? When you want to feel like a winner, you wear the jersey of the winningest franchise in the history of professional sports.
And you feel like being a winner.
Well, I was.
It's good to be back. Look, JC, you seem to have done a lot of baseball. We're coming off an all-star game. There are 25 strikeouts and 10 home runs. It's very typical of what's happening. Do you like the game as much as you used to?
Well, what do they say? Chicks dig the long ball, and I guess I kind of do also. I mean, but I agree with you. It's not the same game, even just from 5 years ago. Guys are throwing harder. Hitters are striking out a whole lot more because they're trying to pull everything. I mean, look how many teams are using the shift now, and how many players can't seem to beat the shift because they're all trying to hit home runs. I thought the All-Star game was a perfect example of where baseball is right now. Guys are just swinging hard, and if they make contact, it's going out. And if they don't, they take their strikeout. They're going to come back up. They're going to still have 3 more shots in the game, 4 at-bats, 1 home run. That's all they're looking for.
I heard Rob Manfred say something interesting. I thought one of the interviews he did on All-Star Game Week, where he was talking about, you know, the players aren't trying to beat the shift by hitting the other way. They're trying to beat the shift by hitting over it. Right. And that's the motivation of this change.
Well, and when you look at that, that plays into what JC is saying, this whole idea of just swing as hard as you can and hope for the best after that. And it's at some point, we're going to get back to where putting the ball in play is going to win a World Series, and then hopefully that trend will kick back around.
Like Kansas City.
Like Kansas City.
They mark Kansas City as the last great champion that way. These guys are baseball guys, Pat. But if baseball is going to succeed and continue to grow, it's got to appeal to more guys like you.
Well, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. Like, I find myself watching less baseball because it's all feast or famine, right? There is no actual game to watch anymore. I didn't watch a minute of the All-Star game earlier this week for the first time in my entire life because I knew, like, now it's going to be multiplied times 100 because it's just a bunch of guys out there having fun. This idea that you needed home runs to succeed back in the mid-90s to mid-2000s, they were right. But these guys are really good professional athletes, and you have the smartest minds in baseball there trying to figure out ways to game the system. So, like you said, I don't need to put the ball in play to hit around the shift. I can hit it over them, and playing the percentages, well, now there's a pretty good chance I'm going to score at least once out of every 2 games with my 4 at-bats each game. I don't like it. It's like watching a shooting gallery, right? It's like watching a guy go out and fire at ducks. Why is that fun?
But who's the best teams right now? Yankees, Red Sox, Houston, all right? All with big home run hitters, especially the Yankees. I mean, Aaron Judge, Stan. Red Sox, J.D. Martinez, one of the best hitters in the game. Astros, they had 2 guys hit home runs in the 10th inning to win the All-Star game. But those are the 3 best teams, so there's a case that can be made that as much as we may not like what they're doing, it's working for
I think Boston breaks that mold a little bit, though, because they've got base runners, they've got guys that are hitting for average. I mean, they're doing some old-style stuff. There's still a place for that, don't you think?
Well, not only that, speaking of the Red Sox, that outfield defense takes away at least a run every night, whether it's Betts in right field, whether it's Jackie Bradley, that throw he had about a month ago to home plate, and Benintendi is playing the Green Monster as well as Carl Yastrzemski ever played it. So there's more to the Red Sox than the home runs. They're playing great defense, and they do move base runners.
You know, when it comes down to the Red Wings, too, I was at a game last week. I think it was 13-9. They won it, something like that. There was a 13-run inning. The Wings got 8 runs. The other team got 5. There were 4 home runs, like 4 pitching changes, 59-minute inning. And, you know, I came away thinking, you know, well, that should have been fun. I hated it. It was like I was tired getting out of there. I said, that has to be avoided somehow.
Well, it could be an age thing on your part, too.
Well, maybe.
No offense. I say that as a friend.
You mean you're getting tired?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the Rochester Press Box presented by the Genesee Brew House.